So yeah, you're walking along. Well, they don't curve very well, but it's a curvy path.
Okay.
And it's getting a little dark.
Uh-oh.
And Emmeline looks frightened and says, you know, I forgot, I didn't want to tell you guys this sooner because I thought it would scare you off and wouldn't help me. But we did see these big, giant footprints in our fairy village. And we noticed them after the book was stolen. That's how I knew it was taken. But I doubt our storybook got this far. Whoever took it, I mean, there's no signs of footprints or anything like that. And I mean, all these beasts were still alive. The ogre, and I mean, not the ogre, the troll
at the bridge.
At the bridge, and the witch was just obviously out finding stuff. You see, this forest is named Sorrowood Forest. It's named for the cemetery that's somewhere here in this forest. And when the cemetery ground filled up, from all the people who died from a nearby town, this whole area was abandoned. That's when the bad things were put here.
Oh dear.
You see, dark magical creatures were banished here from dark conquered realms as punishment. The deeper in you go, the darker the forest gets and the more dangerous your travels. The outer perimeters of the forest are filled with good magic and light and act as a protective barrier against what lies inside this forest. The barrier keeps the world safe from the dark magical creatures that live within it. What we've seen so far is nothing compared to the dangers we face if we go in there. I can pass through here safely because the bad things can't touch me. But I'm scared. Only innocents and fairy folk can travel through here without being attacked. You boys will be attacked for sure.
So what do you think? She can find her own damn fairy book? We out of here?
No.
Or do you think we should go deeper into the danger?
We should go deeper into the danger.
Wow.
So as you're walking, you feel like you keep seeing things behind trees, like shadows. And the shadows seem to be following you.
Oh man.
Oh, great.
And you hear, like wood crackling and leaves rustling. And you come to a place that the ground is much softer than what you've been walking on. It's mushy and it smells kind of bad. It kind of smells bad, like rotting plants. Ugh. There's kind of a green slime that covers like what you think are rocks and the bases of trees. And
so it's a swamp.
Ooh. I hope there's no crop.
no, there's
Okay, good.
That would be bad. So, we got one of Mom's favorites, Shirley Temple's Soda Pop, with some brownies that Mom made. We put chopped up almonds in the bottom of muffin pans and then put the brownie batter in.
So you keep seeing these shadows in the trees and all around you, and then this forms and it appears before you like it was one of the shadows, but now it's standing right in front of you. And this thing has dark brown hair with silver streaks, eyes that are the color of hematite. She has pale white skin and fang-like teeth and red lips. And she looks at both of you and she says, I am a spirit detached from my true body. I was banished here because I was sucking the life from the body from whence I came. And those around and close to me. I was a burden and a disease that spread to everyone and anyone I came close to. Now my body lives in a nice home with her family not far from here. And I am stuck here in this place for eternity. And for that, anyone who passes through here shall pay. This place was once flowering and beautiful and I loved it here. But then everything started to die. And the ground wouldn't even soak up the water when it rained. And you two think you're brave enough to be here?
Okay, I'm at
Yeah. What do you say we flee? Can we roll a flee? No. We gotta find this fairy's book.
it.
We should roll initiative.
So the being looks at Jack and she says, look at you, you're weak. You couldn't fight a bird.
She's insulting. So, she just said this terrible thing to me, and I said, I hope my character doesn't believe it. So now I'm going to roll to find out if my character believes this horrible thing she said.
Yeah.
Okay. And I roll a d20.
D20.
Okay. I got a 10.
Well, she got a 2.
Oh man.
So Jack is able to shrug it off.
Yeah, I'm not going to listen to her. I don't.
Because you guys are feeling pretty good right about now.
Yeah.
From defeating the gorilla and the bat and the murder of crows and stuff.
So if she says I'm weak, I don't even believe her.
No.
Yeah. So, we're going to add something. What is called a morale modifier.
And your morale right now is 0. And what's my morale?
Yours is now a +1.
Okay, so I didn't listen to her with the bad things she said about me. So now I have a +1.
So she looks over at Inferno and she says, you incompetent fool. You can't destroy anything as persistent as I am. Roll me a d20.
We'll find out if Inferno believes what she says. 3. What was her insult roll?
It was a 15.
Uh-oh. See
So
her?
you believe that you are incompetent and you drop your weapon on the ground.
Oh no! And you lose morale points. So now
Yeah.
it's -1.
And on your next turn you have to attack barehanded.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not your enemy anyway.
You're not?
That partner over there of yours is your enemy, not me.
That does make more sense. I should be hitting him. Let's see if Jack believes it or not. 13.
Jack is very strong-willed, apparently, because she rolled a 2.
Okay, good. So far, she
You're
ain't
very
getting to me.
strong-willed,
And,
as usual.
oh dear. And that brings me up to a 2 for my morale.
Yeah.
Now
Even
it's
though I failed the attack.
It's Inferno.
Alright, I get close to her. I punch her.
That's right, you're barehanded.
Okay, roll a 1d4 along with your d20.
10 plus 1. Wait.
So,
Okay.
plus 1 is 11.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you hit her.
So, how much damage?
3 points.
So she, at this point, is going to go into a rage.
Uh-oh.
And she is going to rage against Jack.
Yeah.
She goes up to him and just in your face.
Okay. Yeah.
So you got to give me a roll.
Okay. That would be a 9 plus 2 morale. This is a morale roll.
Oh yeah.
So that's an 11.
Oh.
Well, it affected you.
Oh dear.
You dropped down a morale point.
I dropped down a morale point. Alright, fair enough. So I'm now at 1 morale.
Uh, 19.
Oh yeah.
The 2 plus 1 is 3 for my damage.
Okay.
Again, using my mace.
You're so weak that you can't even defend yourself against my insults or my attacks.
Does Inferno believe that? Well, you don't know yet. You're going to have to roll and find out if Inferno believes that.
This dice sucks.
Please, dicey. Work. Ooh, 16.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you got to beat her roll.
she rolled a 2. So apparently you boys are a bit...
Confident bunch.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Jack's turn. So, while she's all up in his grill, screaming at him, I take a little step behind her with my short sword and try to just stab her in her back. So that's a 1d6 plus 1 damage on my attack. My attack is 18.
Ooh.
My damage is 1 plus 1 is 2.
She turns to Jack. Actually, she's facing Jack and she says, "You are so weak that you've had to try to attack me when I was turned around."
Well, let's find out if I believe it or not.
Oh, yeah.
16 plus 1 morale point is 17.
You did not believe her. She got a 6.
Yeah, we forgot to put him back up to 0.
Yeah.
So that brings me up to 2 because I didn't believe her.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my mace.
Okay.
Right in the back of the head, or in her back, or what?
In the back of her head.
Okay.
+1 is 16 for my attack, and my damage is 3.
She's reaches up her hands like this and she just starts screaming and wailing.
Oh my god.
And she melts into a puddle on the ground. And as she does, you see this puddle, you see it slowly sink into the ground. And you see all the water sink into the ground. And you see flowers start to poke up out of the soil. And butterflies flitting around.
Birds chirping.
And birds chirping. And you start to see rays of sunshine through the trees. And so this place isn't dark anymore.
We saved this part of the forest
Yeah.
by destroying the.
Oh, sparkleberry bushes! Or glitterberry bushes. Oh, glitterberry bushes!
We found glitterberry bushes.
Yeah.
Nice.
They started springing up out of this deep, dark place.
Awesome.
Once deep, dark place.
So now she can rejuvenate her magic with some glitterberries.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so you guys gather the glitterberries for Hamelin. Yum, 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 yum. These are so good. Oh dear.
Oh no.
She's gonna blow.
I ate too many glitterberries.
Oh no.
You thought you could actually hit me.
Actually, what?
Hit her.
Oh, that's not what we heard.